जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरावनचारी यमुना तीरावनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपीजन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी इष्टपाद परमहंस प्रभुपादाचार्य षोडशत श्रीमद हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस ऐसे भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्री प्रभुपाद जब इष्टपाद परमहंस प्रभुपादाचार्य षोडशत श्री हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति सिद्धांत ठाकुर श्री प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की मथुरा वृंदावन धाम की मायापुर नवदीप धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की कलिग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदी all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्टिकी। Hare Krishna. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3rd, Chapter 8, Manifestation of Brahma from Vishnu, Text 10. उदाप्लुतं विश्वम् इदं तद् आसीत्। उदाप्लुतं विश्वम् इदं तद् आसीत्। यन्निद्रया मिलितदृक् यन्निद्रया मिलितदृक् अहीन्द्रतल्पे अधिशयान एका कृतक्षणा स्वात्मरतो निरीह। उदाप्लुतं विश्वम् इदं तदासीत्। यन्निद्रया मिलितदृक् अहीन्द्रतल्पे अधिशयान एका कृतक्षणः स्वात्मरतः निरीह। उदाप्लुतं विश्वम् इदं तदासीत्। यन्निद्रया मिलितदृक् अहीन्द्रतल्पे अधिशयान एका कृतक्षणः स्वात्मरतः निरीह। तं विश्वं तदासीत्। यद्रिद्रा मिलितदृक् अहीन्द्रतल्पे अधिशयान एका कृतक्षणः स्वात्मरतो निरीह। उदाप्लुतं विश्वमिदं तदासीत्। अधिशयान एका कृतक्षणः स्वात्मरतो निरीह। Mathus. Okay, word by word meaning. Uda, water. aplutam, submerged in, Vishwam, the three words, idam, this, tada, at that time, asit, it so remain, yat, in which, nidraya, in slumber, amilita, close, druk, eyes, nyamiliyat, not completely close, ahi indra, the great snake Ananta, talpe, on the bed of, adhishayana, lying on, eka, alone, kritakshana, being engaged, swa atmarato, enjoying in his internal potency, neriha, without any part of external energy. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. At that time, when the three worlds were submerged in water, Garbhodakshai Vishnu was alone, lying on his bedstead. The great snake Ananta, and although he appeared to be in slumber in his own internal potency, free from the action of the external energy, his eyes were not completely closed. The Lord is eternally enjoying transcendental bliss by his internal potency, whereas the external potency is suspended during the time of dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. Om Ajnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mayyam Tadati Swapadantikam Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shudnyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Would you like to come little bit this side, come closer, थोड़े आगे आइए आप, थोड़ा इजी होगा सबको, और जितने भी आगे आ सकते हैं आगे, ताकि जो लेट कमर से बाद में आके बैठ सकते हैं. So, in this verse, Sri Maitra Muni is telling Vidura, he has taken him at the very beginning of creation and various aspects of this material creation, maintenance, destruction. And he's explaining that how this knowledge came to him. He's giving the explanation of his disciplic succession, how he received the knowledge in that parampara succession. And earlier we discussed, the devotees have discussed that how the four Kumaras headed with Sanat Kumar, they are great liberated souls. They can travel any part of the universe. Sometimes they can go beyond the universe. And why they're traveling everywhere? To understand the truth. Trying to find out what is the source. What is that Param Satya? And they were never satisfied, even they have heard so many things, so many great sages. And Srila Narad Muni also explains earlier that the human purpose of life is to find out that supreme absolute truth. Tatseva heto praetet kovido. Those who are intelligent and philosophically inclined, they should try to find out the ultimate purpose, ultimate truth. Tad Brahmatyam upari ada. Traveling up and down. One should try to find out the truth. That is that is the purpose of human form of life. And these great sages, four Kumaras, have been exemplifying that principle. In search of truth, they have been traveling various places. And now they have gone to the bottom of the universe. Can you imagine how they have traveled? Please don't talk. So, they have gone to the bottom of the universe. How they have went, how they have gone? Through the passage of Ganges. प्लीज़ थोड़ा पैर ऐसा मत रखो, भगवान के सामने अच्छा नहीं रहता. अगर आपको चेयर पे बैठना है, चेयर पे बैठिए प्लीज़. पैर दुखता है तो चेयर उस आपके लिए है. So, they have traveled down at the bottom of the universe, where there is Lord Sankarshan, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, lying on the bed of Ananta Shesh with thousands of hoods. And their hairs were still wet. Now, of course, rains are coming and many are wet. So we are quite curious to hear about whatever I am speaking. And they had gone there to hear, to understand, get that higher truth. And they heard from Lord Sankarshan. And then later Lord Sankarshan told to I think Sanat Kumaras, they told to Sankirtan Rishi. And then Sankirtan Rishi, then he explained to Parashara Muni and Brahaspati. And from Parashara Muni, Maitreya Muni received that knowledge. And Maitreya Muni is now giving that knowledge to Vidura, who had been traveling to various holy places, trying to understand the truth. He was also a seeker of truth. He was trying to understand what is that higher truth I want to understand, which will solve all the problems of this material world. And he is receiving that knowledge now, and now we are able to get that knowledge, what was discussed between Maitreya Muni and Vidura. And how Maitreya Muni also received that knowledge, we can just know how that knowledge has come from Lord Krishna himself. Because Lord Krishna, before leaving this material world, he had to complete his journey in this, or the tenure in this material world. He had to go back. He completed his mission. Now he had to go back. And then during that time, when Uddhava had approached him, so Lord Krishna told to Uddhava. And Uddhava, when he was telling to Uddhava at that time, Maitreya Muni was also present. He was also hearing the same knowledge. And the same knowledge is now repeating. And Lord Krishna told Uddhava one very nice point, that I am giving this knowledge to you, which I had given earlier to Lord Brahma. At the beginning of creation, right? Radhika Vallabha Prabhu. So Lord Krishna told before Uddhava that I am giving you that knowledge, which I had told in the beginning of creation to Lord Brahma, and Brahma narrated to Brahma, Narada in the Chatushloki Bhagavatam. So we can imagine that this knowledge has come directly from Lord Krishna through the various disciplic successions. So it is not kind of ordinary knowledge, and we should not take it lightly. That what is this creation, annihilation, partial annihilation? We want to hear Leelas. We want to go into that sweet pastimes of Lord Krishna stealing the butter. Of course, that is also good. But this is also Krishna's Leela. Srishti Leela, when he creates this material world, universes, that is also Krishna's Leela. Otherwise, that would not have been discussed in Srimad Bhagavatam so much. So here, how these different twists and turns are coming in Srimad Bhagavatam, that's very interesting. Why they have to go to this point, that point, and bring to the ultimate conclusion. That's very, very interesting actually. That makes the Bhagavatam more interesting. And now he has gone still backward, still behind. That before the creation, what happens? When the three words were submerged in water, the partial annihilation. Just like in last 3 days, we have seen a lot of rains. Mumbai is flooded. It appears that we are going to drown. And we are waiting the rains to stop. We cannot handle 3-4 days of rains. What to speak of when Lord Indra was sending his rains for 7 days, 7 nights. So, that was the devastating rains he was sending, Pralaya time. And we cannot imagine what kind of destruction happens. And here the description is given that the 3 worlds were submerged in water. So, this means that all these different planetary systems were submerged in water. And I was trying to do some research in Vedabase and trying to understand what are these 3 worlds. Sometimes it is mentioned that higher planetary systems, middle planetary systems, lower planetary systems. Sometimes a partial annihilation is explained that till the Brahma Loka things are submerged. And sometimes it is explained that upper planetary systems from Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, they are not submerged below whatever Bhur, Bhuvar, Swar. These 3 planetary systems are submerged. So maybe some of our very deep learned Bhagavatam students or teachers can explain to me whenever they get time. But I read that both parts, sometimes 3 words, like till Bhuvar Lokas, water gets inundated and all the below planetary systems are submerged, and sometimes till Brahma Loka it is submerged. So let us accept both versions because it is explained by Srila Prabhupada in various times in his purports. So, whatever the case may be, when these words are submerged, Garbhodakshai Vishnu remains. It may appear that if everything is submerged and Garbhodakshai Vishnu is down below somewhere, from his lotus navel, this lotus flower comes. So it may appear that he also must have been submerged, right? How many of you think like that? Everything is submerged, right? So Garbhodakshai is below, so he must be submerged. So how can he be awake? But we cannot understand in that. That is our material way of understanding. Still, he can remain isolated. It is not that he gets affected by his own creation. And we'll try to understand through this some examples that how the Creator doesn't get affected by his own creation. The Creator is higher. When he has created something, he was existing before the creation. Then the creation has come in place, right? And then after some time, he may destroy his creation. And still the Creator remains. Isn't it? Srila Prabhupada gives the example, simple example, day-to-day life. Construction of a skyscraper. Okay. Last time, it's a very good example to connect and relate, to understand these difficult subjects. थोड़ा दरवाजा बंद कर सकते या थोड़ा बोल नहीं सकते तो अच्छा है. यानी आपको भागवतम सुनना है तो भागवतम सुनिए या हम बोलिए. So, creation, Creator, he creates, just like the skyscraper building has been created. So the person, the builder or the engineers, they exist before the creation, isn't it? It is not that they bring all the cement, water, and various beams and everything, they keep it, and automatically building is erected. Does it happen? It doesn't happen. There is a specific purpose for whom the building is created. Who will come and stay there? How many stories the building has to be constructed? How much deep we should go? All those factors have been very systematically studied, designed, and then the building is constructed. Until that time, people don't come to stay there. Right? Before the building is fully ready, then we get key in our hand. We get the possession. Right? We get now the possession. We want to be possessed by that block or flat. So all the ingredients were present. And before the creation, the engineer was present. They bring it everything and then they manifest. And then after some time, now the decay is more faster. Within 15 years, 20 years, 25, 30, 40 years, again it goes down. They have to stop that. They have to demolish that. That is like a complete annihilation. But there is a continuous annihilation going on. Because as soon as you have created something material, there is some erosion, corrosion, and then depreciation. Everything is slowly dwindling. It is very imperceptible. It is very difficult to understand through our material vision. But it is happening. Sometimes the water starts leaking and then the structure starts becoming weak. And then they may do partial renovation kind of thing. Like things are happening. Partial renovation, not complete renovation. Complete renovation, we have to vacate everyone. But it is a partial renovation. It's very clinical way of doing things. It's not that we just tolerate all the sound. People are put into nidra. No activities during that time. All the souls are in the body of Garbhodakshaya Vishnu. Peacefully sleeping. When everything gets ready, then again they come. And everything happens in the night of Brahma. So daytime everything is fresh. They sleep, they wake up, everything is new. Not every day we are hearing the sounds and tolerating when it's going to get over. And they don't need kind of renovation like we do. It's very clinical. It's a night everything is over. Daytime, again, new creation. Brahma's new day, everything is new. So that is how the universal renovation happens. Partial renovation is happening. And complete renovation, Atyantika Pralaya or the Prakritika Pralaya, is everything is dissolved. Everything goes in the body of Mahavishnu. So these are Srimad Bhagavatam explains 4 types of annihilations. Very interesting topics are there. One is Naimittik Pralaya, what we discuss. Naimittik means partial. At the end of Brahma, Brahma has to sleep, and during that time everything gets renovated. Next day, new thing. So every day of Brahma there is some annihilation. So that is called as Naimittik Pralaya. It's a partial annihilation. Sometimes 3 planetary systems till Bhuvarloka or sometimes till Brahmaloka they are submerged. Then there is Prakritic annihilation. That means all the universes, they go into the body of Mahavishnu. That's a complete annihilation. That's very explained in detail in Srimad Bhagavatam, how first there is a lot of sunshine for hundreds of years, scorching heat from top. Sankarsana is also blazing fire from below, so everything starts blazing everywhere. And 100 years there is a wind blowing, and then 100 years the rains are coming, 100 years continuous rains. And because of that, the earth, it loses the quality of its fragrance, gandha. It loses. And then that earth gets merged in the water. Water has a quality of, what is the taste? Taste. We are going a little bit different, Sankhya philosophy. And so taste, water takes away first of all gandha from earth, and then everything is flooded, everything is water. Now fire takes away taste from water, and then everything is fiery, everything is merged in fire. When the creation is happening, it is happening from subtle to gross, from the sound, ether, air, fire, water, earth comes. When dissolution is happening, complete dissolution, it is going backward from gross to subtle. So when the water loses its quality of taste, it merges in fire. Fire, what is the quality of fire? Yes? Roop, form. Yes. Roop is form. Yeah. So, fire has a form. It has a form. So, everything is merging into fire. And then, fire loses its quality of form and merges in air. What is the quality of air? Yes? Express? Sparsha. Touch, sense of touch. Without air, we cannot feel the touch. So sense of touch. So only air is remaining. All these elements are now entering back, going back. Only air. Then air loses the quality of touch and enters into space. Everything is space, material space. And what is the quality of space? Sound. And everything merges, starts going back. And then the sound merges into, all the space merges into Mahatattva, right? Mahatattva. Then all the going back, time takes away everything, three modes of material nature and going into back to Mahatattva. And then everything goes into unmanifest, pradhan. Right, Radhika Prabhu? So everything goes back into pradhan, unmanifested stage. Avyaktadini bhutani, vyaktam adhyani bharata, avyakta nidhana neva, tatra ka paridevan. Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna in the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita that everything was unmanifest in the beginning, avyakta. It is not manifested. Now we can see the manifested stage. But in the beginning, everything was unmanifested stage. Vyaktam adhyani bharata. In the middle stage, it is manifested. It It is manifested in the middle stage. And again, avyakta nidhananeva. At the end, everything will be avyakta. Tatra ka paridevana. So what is the use of lamentation? So Lord Krishna is telling to Arjuna and explaining the concept of what is destructible and what is indestructible. He is explaining that the material world is destructible. And the soul is indestructible. Before this also, verse also here explained, Nasato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sata, ubhayorapi drishtontas, tunas tattva darshibihi. Krishna is telling that I am not telling something my own philosophy. It is I am telling tattva darshibi. Those who are tattva darshibi, those are seers of truth, tattva. Those who have gone more deeper, trying to understand the material world, and they have concluded this, that nasato vidyate bhava, na asato vidyate, means though that is which is asat, that is which is temporary, it will not endure for long. It will not exist eternally. And what is temporary? We can see in the material world, try to identify what is permanent, what is temporary. Temporary has a beginning, middle and end. It has been created at a certain time. It is existing at a certain time. And it gets annihilated after some time, destroyed. So many buildings had been constructed, empires, and they destroyed. So many old buildings are now demolished and skyscrapers are coming. And after certain years, again those skyscrapers will be demolished and new, again whatever may happen, that those buildings will come. So it is again and again, we can see that it's getting created, destroyed, maintained, destroyed. So that is the nature of the material world. Even other things, we can see our bodies, are they permanent? Bodies are being created at certain time. They are getting maintained. They are getting dwindling process. And then they are dying. We have to close. We have to leave. So that is a complete annihilation. But if you see still minutely, there is something called as Nitya Pralaya. Nitya Pralaya means continuous destruction is happening. At every moment. At every moment, our bodies are getting destroyed. Constantly our bodies are getting destroyed. Some cells are destroyed, new cells are created. New cells are replacing the older cells. It's imperceptible, we are not able to perceive it. It's going on continuously. And that is happening to the matter. Okay? Nasato vidyate bhava, the temporary will not remain for long. We must understand this concept. Otherwise we will lament, why I lost this something. Something was given at some time and it will be taken away because it didn't belong to anybody. It was not ours. It has been there for some time and in future it will not be ours. So why to worry so much? We have to realize this or understand this fundamental concept. Then we'll be able to rise above this temporary nature. We'll be able to see the higher nature of this temporary reality. And then Krishna says, Na sata vidyabhava, na bhavo vidyate sata, na abhavo vidyate sata. And sata, which is eternal, that doesn't get destroyed, or that is not temporary. Sata, eternal, doesn't get destroyed. It is abhava. It has eternal existence. It is eternal. Sata is eternal. It will not get destroyed. So, ubhayoropis drishtantas. And these two natures, something is eternal, something is temporary. There is eternal also, there is temporary also in this material world. So what is that permanent thing? What is that eternal thing? That one must try to search out. One must try to find out. And Krishna is saying that Tvanayus Tattvadarshibi. Those who are seers of truth, those who have seen the truth, those who are risen above all these temporary realities of this material world, they are telling this. So the soul, eternal soul, never gets destroyed. It may appear that I am going to die, I am getting old, I am getting disease, but still I want to continue in this body. What is that desire to continue? That is the desire of the soul. I don't want to die. Because our concept of death is in the material platform. We feel that if death comes, then everything will be destroyed. But everything doesn't get destroyed at the time of death. Body may get destroyed. It is like a dress. We have to change the dress. When the dress gets old, we cannot keep wearing the old dress. We keep preparing for the next dress. We stitch the new dress and keep it ready, so that I want to discard this old dress as early as possible, so that I can wear the new dress. So that means we should be giving up our old identities, our old thinking, old way of thinking should be changed. We should upgrade our thinking. Then we'll be able to rise up. Otherwise, we are improving the standard of living, but standard of thinking is decreasing, right? People are living in the big skyscrapers, but what is the thought process? Are there consciousness elevated? Has that happened because of living in such luxurious homes? If the consciousness is to pull somebody down, destroy somebody, having all the demonic thoughts, then that is not elevation. That is not progress. The real progress is upgrading the thinking process. And here Srimad Bhagavatam is giving us that opportunity to upgrade our thinking. What we think, how we deal with each other, how we deal with the nature. All these things are more deeper. Our desires, our consciousness has an impact on the universe. So therefore Vidura has come here to go more deeper in his own consciousness, to improve, upgrade his own consciousness, so that he can contribute to the society in a bigger way. Because when you upgrade your consciousness, then you are contributing to the society. That is the science of Krishna consciousness. Changing ourselves first. Charity begins at home. when we change ourselves, then we are slowly changing the society. Because we are part of the society. We want to change the outside world without changing ourselves. That will not work. If we have to change the world, first we should change ourselves. That is very, very important. Otherwise, one will get frustrated trying to change the world without changing oneself. And here Srimad Bhagavatam gives us that deeper understanding. If we have to change the outside world, we have to change ourselves. And Srila Prabhupada, who went to America in 1965, this year is also the 60th anniversary of Srila Prabhupada going to America. Shashti Purti, we can say. so it's a very important year for ISKCON devotees. And we must understand why Srila Prabhupada went to America. He went to save American people. Because he understood that although they may be materially very polished or very advanced, but what is the consciousness? What is the consciousness going on? Even now, what is happening? Isn't it? So, Srila Prabhupada wanted to save American people. Please listen to this message very attentively. Srila Prabhupada's desire. It was Srila Prabhupada's desire. He wanted to save American people. He could see that in future there will be so much destruction, so much corruption in the consciousness. And that is going to affect the entire world. One person's consciousness can affect the entire world. We must understand how one person becomes Krishna conscious, how much he can contribute to the world. And one person is not Krishna conscious or unconscious. Krishna unconscious. Then what happens? Everyone is suffering, trouble, so much in trouble. When is it going to stop? So on the material platform, things cannot change. Economic development and so many other social philanthropic activities, if they are not having any connection with Krishna consciousness, then one will end up in frustration. So therefore, it needs proper vision. Proper vision coupled with proper resources, administration. Then there will be proper peace and prosperity in the society. And who can give the vision? Those who have Brahminical consciousness, those who are the Brahmanas, at the top of the society, in consciousness. Brahmanas are in the top of the society in consciousness. Not just having a degree of a Brahmana or having a thread of a Brahmana, but those who are really deep in their consciousness, Brahminical thoughts. They are the real Brahmanas. They have clear vision. They may not have resources. And who has resources? Administrative class. Those who are Kshatriyas, Dhruti, Daksha. those are Dhruti, Daksha, those are having resources. They are Kshatriyas, they have power. So vision and power have to come together to maintain the society. Not only just the power. Srila Prabhupada called the society as a headless society. Because society has so much power, strength, but it is without head. And society is dead without head. Right? Without head, society is dead. If there is no head to the society, what the person can do? It is a dead society. So Srila Prabhupada wanted to restore the head of the society. He wanted to create Brahminical people in the society, those who have a thinking process, those who are thinking clearly with Krishna consciousness, who will take care of all types of people, not only the administrative or rich people, but even the laborer class are important. It is not that they are unwanted, just throw them out of the country. It is andhapangudnya. It will be just half-hand logic. I want only one part, so I just cut other part and throw away. That will destroy the society. So therefore Srila Prabhupada went to America with this message of Krishna consciousness. That society has all parts. Just like our body has different parts, society has different parts, and all parts need to be taken care. Otherwise, one part can destroy each other. And then the whole society will be either lame, blind, amputated, bloody, just bleeding. So that is not the ideal society. Srila Prabhupada wanted all types of people to come together, cooperatively serve together, putting Krishna in the center. That will make entire world a happy world. So therefore, this is very important to understand, because when people lose that focus, then there is a disparity in the society, there is a insanity in the society, there is a destruction in the society. And therefore, when we go deeper in Srimad Bhagavatam, when we understand the deeper concepts of Srimad Bhagavatam, one will be able to restore back the society which is gliding down into different directions and distractions. And therefore, we need to more focus on what has been given by Srila Prabhupada to us in the form of books. So, I will stop because time is over. Although I have to speak many things, but I will stop now. Hare Krishna. Granth Raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.